Welcome.
Can someone clip that, please?
Already. Fuck
I,
me. Alright.
uh,
So, y'all, everyone done goofed. So, there will be more than just us, but for some reason, B and I will always start off alone together and then other people. Wait, no, it's. Is it usually you and I, or is it? It's
yeah,
usually Keek. Yeah, it's us.
yeah. I've been here at the start every single
I've been
stream
here
so
the
far. There was
whole
one where I had to
time.
leave early,
Yeah,
but I've been here at the start of every single one.
true.
It's great.
So, real quick before we start, you may notice a new addition to the thingy. That's because I'm a part of Operation Olive Branch, which was created by Aaron Hadamar, which essentially pairs creators with the thousands of GoFundMe's that families are currently running in order to escape Gaza. So the one that I have right now is the Shaban family, and essentially this charity organization that was started pairs individual creators with families with GoFundMe so they personally can make sure that they reach their goal, just to not put so much on Aaron's back, but also to kind of spread the love and make people feel like they can actually do something about a kind of issue that feels greatly out of their control. But yeah, it's a cause that is very close to my heart. So we are trying to raise money for the Shaban family, which is 8 family members who are currently trapped in Gaza, with no medical supplies that are desperately needed. So if you click on the link that I just popped in the chat, and I'll also put in the bio of this if you're watching it on YouTube. And if you do donate, we have a little alert box. We will see if you donate. It's also going to run during the streams as well. Just be aware there's a little bit of a lag on it. So if you do it, it might take a minute or two before it actually appears. But I tested it, so hopefully it's going to work. But yeah, Anas's mother is currently living with a brain tumor and was meant to get surgery back in October and is near constant pain, so she is urgently needed to get out of the country along with his 2-month-old niece and 2-year-old nephew. So please give all you can. We'd really appreciate it. Oh my goodness, it's Justin!
It's Justin.
You
Hey.
nerds giving me the wrong time so I wouldn't show up. I see how it is.
Who told you 8? I need to
Never
have
gave you
words
the
with
wrong
them.
time.
Yes, I have the receipts. Someone said 8 o'clock. I just know
blame
they
them.
did.
I blame them.
Pull up the receipts.
Thank
Who
you,
was it?
Alex.
We'll expose them live on stream right now.
Let's see. Why I oughta.
Why I wanna.
I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. I will. I promise. I know I will.
I love Justin is finally here. Justin has
Finally.
made it to one of the
You guys are
after
talking
shows.
shit about me when I'm not here?
Yeah, a little
We were
bit.
just talking about the fact that it's always fated, that it always has to start with the B and Maddie show.
Yeah,
just every time.
because everyone else is always late, and it's always just the 2 of us while we wait, and then we just talk random stuff. Okay, before we
Just
start,
the 2 of us.
exactly. Before we start, I have to ask this again. So, this is just a funny thing. So, when I ran this campaign before, I did it with all of the Greek gods. All of the plays were Greek gods turned mortal, very Trials of Apollo style. And I did intros for them. And I just read Tyche's, because Tyche was a player character. So was Hephaestus. It's very ironic. And I read her intro to B because it references something, and I want to see if anyone else gets it before I reveal it to B.
Tyche, that's the goddess of
luck.
It's the one.
Oh no.
Right. If anyone gets this reference, you get kudos. So this is her character intro. It's To Luck Be a Lady by Frank Sinatra.
Mm-hmm.
Tyche, you feel the warmth of a prayer fill you from some day, some time, as you tend to your garden. As you journey to answer it, describe to us what you look like. It's a simple request from a favoured follower. A bit of luck in the face of a mistake. It's something you can fix. You're important to them after all. So where they had missed before, a touch of bad luck can cause them to make a wrong turn so that secures the target back in the sights of your faithful follower. A touch of bad luck never caused much, right? You're important to them. As the bullet fires, so does the deafening crack of thunder from above. As your heart tingles with professed thanks from this halfling, you're whisked away by Zeus's hand. Do you know what historical event I am referencing? A touch of bad luck, it never caused much. Never caused much. A wrong turn. A bullet. A target.
No,
Okay,
wait.
so it's referencing.
Is this
the-
a Hamilton thing?
No.
Is it
No,
Hamilton?
No, wait
No.
a minute. Wait. Is this fuck.
You got it, Firefly. Let's fucking go. Firefly got it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was trying to remember his fucking name. It's the assassination of Prince Ferdinand. Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
as
so
soon as
essentially,
you were like, wrong
Taiki-
turn, I was like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
Taiki accidentally started
I
World
was
War
almost
One.
there.
That's what happened.
No.
Was that like, because she favors halflings, that's why they have halflings luck. We made that canon. And so this random halfling had like missed the opportunity, and then asked her for a spot of bad luck because Franz Ferdinand infamously they made a wrong turn and then drove by the assassin directly, and yeah, so it became canon that Taiki caused that indirectly, and then Zeus punished her by making her mortal.
Jeez. You know what's funny? I bet that's more top of mind for you guys than it is for me all way out here in America. You know?
World
I
War
bet that's
One.
like yeah, World War One, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, to be fair, you guys only came in at the end. You didn't really care about how it started.
You know what?
America came in at the end because I got to choose. Meanwhile, England got in straight away and went, all right, keep it. And we went, okay.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, man.
Me, India,
Yeah,
Canada,
literally.
all of the
with
Commonwealth.
that, it was just the end of it. It's just like, oh man, hey America, you want to get involved? Nah, we're good.
We're
actually.
good.
What's that? They attacked us for some stupid reason? All right, let's fucking go.
Listen. I will not
Russia's
tolerate the
okay.
American slander
I will.
on this show.
Listen. And to be fair, it was kind of like the Americans arrived and then the war kind of ended in like a year, so
That's because we're
complain.
that good.
They
That's
really
because we're
just
that
said,
good.
and I'm here actually. Hello.
Yeah.
We
I've
did
been
here
everything.
the whole
And everyone
time.
else was like, I don't know about that, but like, sure.
B is a
You believe
bit
what you
low.
want.
I
A
don't
bit
know
low.
if I can turn you up.
Oh, I know why. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
I think it.
Where are you reading this? Where is
I
this
think it's.
coming
I think it's this program. I think it's this program that that turns my microphone down because it's
Mm.
every time I'm in here. I should be louder now. Am I good?
Yeah, you should
Is
be
this better? Hell yeah.
Alright, we'll start on questions, but I have one more thing to say. Because I'm a history nerd. I fucking love history. My favorite thing about Australia during wars is that we're just seen as, like, the crazy cousin. Like, the... Because we're so fucking, like, from the fucking bush, and we just do
Well,
insane
fucking bush,
shit.
mate.
Like, during World War II, this is my favorite war story. This is, like, not a controversial war story, okay, guys? It's not weird. Let's not get weird with it. So, anyways,
What is
we
this?
were in Tobruk, alright? Tobruk is in Africa. But basically, we were protecting this one part, which was, I think right next to Tobruk, it's, like, the one, is it the Soo? I don't know if it's the Soo Canal or one of them. But one of the main, like,
Now I'm
ports
too
and, like,
loud.
transport
Chat.
things.
Come on.
Like, but basically, it was a very small part that needed to be protected from the Axis party, or, like, they would have access to, like, massive trade routes. So they went, okay, we're fighting. Can we just send the Australians and they can go, like, fight the Italians over this? And we were like, yeah, right. So we're in Tobruk. There was a small guerrilla force of Australians against a massive Italian army. And what they used to do is we would hide in tunnels. This was pre-Vietnam. This is why we were kind of good at Vietnam, because we knew how this worked. So we were in tunnels because we were called we loved trench warfare. Anyway, so we were in the tunnels, and they were in the sewers, and what they used to do was wait until the Italians went to sleep, and they would sneak up through the sewers, take Italians in the night, drag them into the sewers, and kill them. So the Italians would wake up, and their best friend next to them would just be gone.
That's so fucked
So
up.
they had no idea how many of us there were, but we would just sneak around and because they didn't have any food, so they would just steal it from the Italians like little rats and just go like.
That's so I'm like a little rat in the garage.
So yeah, then Vietnam happened, and they went to the Vietnam War. The Australians were like, yeah, we know how this shit fucking works. Let me tell you that much for free.
What the heck? Oh
Yeah, the
my
Australians go
gosh.
crazy. Once we stole a tank from the Germans while really drunk because we thought it would be funny. That's
That's
a
so
true
good.
story.
My
Anyways,
favorite Australia
Questions,
war
huh?
story is the one with the emus.
oh yeah, the Emu War.
Yeah, you guys lost that one, right?
Yeah, some of us are
Wait.
still fighting.
I think I saw that in a YouTube video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Emu War.
Australia
Emu
started
war.
a war with the emus and they lost
yeah.
to the emus.
Some of us are still fighting.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways, what were we here for? Dungeons and Demigods. Hey.
give me goes. Okay, I thought we would, because Ree's are going to be here. Let's start off before anyone else joins with some of the repeat questions. So I asked if anyone wanted to ask questions again that hadn't been answered by Justin, and we do have
Oh,
some. So
wait, what?
I thought we would start off with those because some of them are like, you know, general ones, but also if you have like another answer, I could maybe answer for some NPCs. It should be fun. Okay, the first
gosh,
one
one word.
is let's start deep. Let's start weirdly deep.
Oh no.
So B's already answered this question. How far is your character willing to go to tempt fate or manifest their destiny?
Oh, extremely far.
Yeah,
To
we've
the
been
ends of the
new.
earth.
We've been new.
Yep.
To the ends of the earth. Are you kidding me? Theo is
yeah.
a very large risk taker. And I think that comes across
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Fortunately and unfortunately, but hey, I
Yeah.
like it. You know?
This one, if you need time to think on it, we could come back to it. If you had to cast your character with an actor or actress for a movie or TV series, who would it be?
Ooh, how old are we again?
I think you're like early 20s.
Early 20s.
Early to mid 20s.
Ooh.
I think
I
I
think-
said Bella Ramsey for me, right?
Yeah, and I also said Emma Darcy would be a
Oh,
cool
that's
option.
true. Yeah.
Also, who was in what's the gay pirate one? Oh,
Our Flag Means Death.
huh? Our Flag
Our
Means
Flag
Death.
Yeah.
Who's the NB actor in that one?
Oh,
Them.
fuck.
They might be a bit too
Oh.
old though.
They might be, yeah. I think they would be, actually.
Yeah.
They're great, though.
Emma Darcy also might be too old, but I feel like we could swing it because Emma Darcy is hot. Hear
This
me out.
is actually hard. I hadn't thought about this.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's okay. Like, you don't have to come with an answer now. We can keep. If I went in, Rustival said in 2005. That's even harder.
maybe he's 27. Maybe
Yeah, I can make it work.
Trevor Howard Lawrence Jackson. I think he's on
Oh,
Grown-ish. I don't know. Because I think that he is. I guess he would play the Theo's charisma way better than I could. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Like a kind of a smooth talker,
Mm.
but could like quickly like trip you up if you're not paying attention. You
And it
know?
would also be like, do you think he'd be able to keep up with the stunts, with the fight work?
I think he's really tall, so
Nice.
that might help. So, like, imagine like a 6 foot guy hanging from the ceiling. That would be terrifying.
I love
You know,
big people who can be quiet. Scary.
I mean, true. I mean, I'm sure it's way more difficult, but I think he has the vibe that I'm looking for. You know?
Yeah, fair enough. If you randomly think of anyone else, just shout it out at some point. Do you trust yourself?
Justin or Theo?
Theo. Justin.
Theo.
That's
Theo
we're getting too deep on that.
thinks that he can only trust himself. And I think that's to his detriment.
Yeah.
You know?
And finally, for the repeat questions, what is the current objective of the group, and does anyone have ulterior motives for this objective? So I believe the group objective was to rescue Hephaestus.
I don't know if we have the information to properly say that without metagaming. I don't know.
That's
Like,
fair.
I don't know.
A lot of
Because,
these
like-
questions are very, you can answer if you want, and if you think it's going to be spoilers,
Yeah.
you just don't answer it. By the way.
With like the current, like what has happened in the last episode, I guess the current objective is broadly answers, whether that be from the volcano or finding Kaya. Whichever comes first in the timeline. You know what I mean? Because Justin has a theory that I think Mo could reforge the bolt. I think she could. If she
the
was high enough
hammer?
level
Yeah,
with the
potentially.
hammer and we're going to the volcano, I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Whether or not the forces will let her do
Do you
that.
guys know about Hephaestus's relationship to that particular volcano?
No. I'm not European. I don't know.
Remind me, because I
It
feel like
is infamously where his forge is.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's possible that we
thought
could
so.
reforge it. If we reforge it, it would solve a lot of problems for us, you know?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think you guys could solve this during session 6 of this 12 session campaign. I fully believe it.
Yeah.
Nah, I think that's really cool. I definitely don't think Mo would be at the right level at the moment, but like, yeah, absolutely,
Certainly
definitely on the
make
table.
some progress into how. But less do it there and then, more discover how.
Yeah,
Probably is
I
the
will
way I would put
say,
it. Like, put us
like,
on track to doing it.
research is fun. There were some other people that helped make those bolts. Anyways, new questions. What drink, alcoholic or not, best describes your character?
Ooh.
Let's go
Is
take
it alcoholic
BuzzFeed.
drink?
It doesn't have to be. Let's go take BuzzFeed quizzes.
Oh, a drink that describes my character. It would be something that masquerades as something, but is completely something else. Maybe like
Hear me out. Wait, I have one. You say first, and then I will offer one
for me or for you.
for Theo.
What's maybe like something with like a very fancy name that's not very fancy. Maybe a Shirley Temple.
Real.
Because you think it's a fancy drink, but it's not.
And it's
just for
not even
children.
alcoholic, which is kind of
Yeah, it's
ironic.
not even alcoholic. You know.
So I was going off the same vein of saying like a Long Island iced tea, of being like, oh, it's just an iced tea, or like if you had no idea, and then it's the most alcoholic thing you've ever drunk, and it's dangerous.
Justin used to love Long Island iced teas. I
like
did,
that
you
it
know.
implies like Justin used to love Long Island iced teas before the incident.
No.
Before the incident.
Before the incident.
Before the incident of
Mally
2005.
pulling out the scary DM smile here. Yeah. Because I can't keep a straight face when people are telling me things. I just start smiling from the get-go
Yeah.
because I know that
Yeah,
I'm
Maddie
going to
does
smile.
that all the time.
I just start smiling. So
Every
you never
single
know
time
when
I'm like,
smile
hey
is.
Maddie, I have a theory, and I start doing it. Maddie
I
just
just
starts
go,
going,
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I right? You're like, I don't know.
I'm not a scientist.
I'm not a scientist. I'm like, all right, cool. Or you'll get halfway through what you're saying and you'll just like throw out an idea and then you'll go, I have a point of inspiration. I'm like, what the fuck? It's the most gratifying thing ever. It's like a little
stole all of those things from my home game DM, who you've met, B, who rewards correct theories with inspirations, which I like. You don't always do it. You only do it with things that are directly in front of you. Because I think it, like, A, is, like, rewarding thinking laterally about the game, but it also also can sometimes help the game move a little bit quicker without, like, without like a detriment to the players.
Letting the characters letting the players figure it out makes it easy for the characters to figure it out.
Exactly. But it's also like you could guess it correctly.
Right after stream last time, I can't remember what it was.
It was.
That's something.
I know you did.
Oh, I remember. The homies thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Anyways,
what happened with Hermes? Did I forget this? I forget so many things.
We were talking about it in chat. We were talking about it in chat.
We're talking about chat.
When you guys were fighting about your dads.
It's not really a spoiler. I can say it, right?
Yeah.
It's a theory,
it's
right?
the theory that so we were all very confused at the start of the game when the ram went missing, right? It was like, well, how could it go missing? It was in Monique's in a bag of holding, which no one can get into unless they knew it was in there, and they were somehow able to sneak past not only all of us, but specifically a child of Hermes who is like, you know, would see that shit a mile off.
I think you have the highest. I think you have the highest perception. Ash has the highest perception.
Get into a secret place like that and steal it without being seen. It's Hermes.
I did not catch that. I did not. I thought that was just you theorizing. I didn't know it was the correct. So really, Hermes did that? Really? Father, what the fuck?
Father help.
What the fuck? Why though? I swear to God, if my dad's the evil bad guy, I'm gonna be low key pissed.
Going back to the question from before of does anyone have ulterior motives? Hermes does. That little shit.
Why?
I don't know why.
He's just a little guy. Come on.
He's just a little guy who won't answer you. It's kind of fucked up, honestly.
I mean, now we know it's confirmed that it was Hermes. That changes everything. I did not pick that up.
Yeah.
We don't know that in character though.
You might figure it out. You haven't figured it out in game. Tara just said being sneaky doesn't necessarily mean you can spot other sneaky. True, that is a wisdom thing. I will say that, like, if, like, for example, this is how I roll personally. If Theo, for example, was like, didn't have amazing perception or investigation or whatever, but was like, oh, I want to see how they broke into this safe, I'd be like, oh, you break safe, so I'm going to give you advantage on this roll. That's kind of how I balance it. Is Hermes the god of tricksters? Yes. Would you?
Okay, my passive perception's only 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're a cleric, so I'm just like, wisdom.
I don't have it as one of my.
What would be
in insight,
your
though.
character's favorite video game? 2005 appropriate or not?
Oh fuck. 2005 appropriate.
Sonic.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah. truly, Sonic probably.
Or Crash Bandicoot, something like that. Most likely.
I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? You know what it would be? Spyro. That's what it would be.
Oh, I have to think for NPCs. Sasha thinks video games are for ugly people. And
wow.
Jeez.
He's mean. And Hugo has been at the camp since he was like 6 or 7. I don't think he knows what a video game is.
What is video game?
What will your character's online usernames be? Think MySpace core.
Oh my god.
It would be, you wouldn't even know he was on MySpace, but he would have like the most upvoted thing, whatever. You wouldn't know Theo's on MySpace. He would never tell you. He's like
secretly internet famous.
Yes, he oh my God. Theo is secretly, what's her name? Raven, Dementia, Dark Web. What's it? What's her
Yeah,
name?
Raven Darkness Dementia Ravenware. Wait,
Yes.
Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenware.
Yeah. And you would never
Thanks
know
for
it was
subbing,
him.
Cash Cow. You'd never know it was him. Iconic. What about Ash?
Ash would probably be one of those people who doesn't even think about the fact that you could have like just a completely different name, and it would just be their name, literally. Like
Ash would be
name,
X
year of
underscore
birth,
the
that'd be it.
darkness in my brain X underscore X.
Underscore perfectly underscore balanced underscore.
Love. Okay, so far, which moment/scene from the campaign do you think was the most fun to visualize and imagine play out in your head? So, emotionally devastating if you like, but is there a moment you had played out? Was the most fun to visualize and imagine play out in your head? I don't know if that would reference like before or like after or during. I'm just gonna say that's up to you.
Most visually interesting? There's a couple. For Theo, I think the start the car thing is so funny. It's really funny.
Start the car.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Just start the car.
I love the idea that's just because in my way, the way I visualize that scene is it's just Monique looking very like confused and concerned. It's because it's an anime in my head, right? So it's just Theo looking. It's just like Theo going to Monique being like, start the car, and Monique being like, what? I don't understand. Start the car, and then like the anime like camera pan down thing where like Monique's eyes are just like going like that, just like as she realizes what's going on. That's how I visualize that scene. That is a good one. For me, I mean, the end of episode 3. Like, come on, like that whole thing, that whole scene, that whole monologue, everything, like, just everything about that. I visualize that daily, for sure. That, and then more recently, I love just the way I visualize it in my head, the conflict between Theo and Monique in the RV. Just the way, like, just visualizing it, just like the two of them like slowly getting closer to each other. Ash in the middle trying to like stop whatever's happening. Miley in the corner just freaking out.
Y'all did that so good because I was obviously doing the captions. By the way, me doing the captions, it's meticulous and I kind of hate it, but like at the same time, it helps me like remember everything because I'm straight up like basically rereading the script, right? And yeah, just seeing like that dialogue was very slay. I just lived for the and then later when Monique went with your sweats, oh sorry, promises, I was like woo. And me just suddenly breaking the tension by being like, yeah, it's pretty rich coming from you, Theo. I just kept going. I love being an initiator. God.
No, but it's good. It was a good scene, but also tragic. Like, you know, for like Theo.
I just
like, congratulations,
the whole...
you played yourself.
Oh,
yeah.
And also the whole him being just like jealous of Monique.
That's what I like. You know, I didn't think it would happen. Like the payoff to the ticket thing. And like the bet, I really didn't think we would see that for a very long time. And then it paid off immediately after I came back. I was like, oh fuck, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I think what it says is that, like, I don't know, not only because Ree says after that fight, like, oh, I think if there's a good quality about Theo, you better tell me now, right? And not only did Theo go out of his way to steal all of Ree's money just for this, you know, and congratulations, you won it back, you know? Just be like, you know? And the fact that I think Ree had a good line where it's like, I thought we could see eye to eye. I thought we could be friends or something like that. And me and Maddie know what actually happened on the trip, you know what I mean? And like the fact that like Theo could have had a closer friend earlier, you know, is very, very Theo tripping himself up, but also very poetic.
I just lived for Vidi constantly going, and I know you don't want to talk about it. It was so
I love
funny.
that so much. I want you to know that, like, that is my favorite thing, because it's like, to me in my head, I'm like, that's kind of funny, but also it's so tragic, because
Yeah.
everyone's just being like, no, I understand, you don't want to talk about it. It's like, no, I want to, I just can't. I literally
Here,
cannot.
Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance.
I can't wait for someone to work it out. Because it's gonna be that, like, that eye-opening moment of like, oh shit, you literally can't talk about it.
Ash, what do you think happened in the
Quick, start
I'm
smiling.
very curious.
Well, I mean, I know what Mila told me, and Ash believes what Mila told me, even though there was a role in there, and I'm concerned as to what that means. But Ash would take that at face value, because Ash trusts Mila more than anything.
Oh yeah.
But
what do you think happened?
What do I think? I think that I keep forgetting the kid's name.
Rowan.
Rowan. I think Rowan had some very complicated shit going on, and the reason they were sent to get him was because it was like this is like you guys were like the spec ops group, like this has to be done behind closed doors, no one can know about this kind of like thing, like no one can know the details of this, which is why it's so hush hush, and why it literally Theo cannot talk about it, is because he literally has been like had to swear on the sticks that he will not talk about it, which is why he's not saying what happened. But I think it's a case of who the true identity of Rowan would explain a lot, and I think it was a case of again, we don't 100% know for sure, but it's either a case of no, I don't think it happened intentionally. I think that it was a scuffle, and like it was Rowan trying to get away from Theo, and just to any onlooker, and maybe even to Theo himself, think that Theo did it. But
That's crazy.
I don't think it's that.
Anyways,
As soon as I started talking about it, I saw the hand go over. Just as I can't say shit. I'm gonna keep quiet. I ain't smiling.
I say nothing. No comment.
That's just my theory. My game theory.
So many of Theo and Monique's interactions.
He's not dead.
So many of Theo and Monique's interactions have been really tense, but also incredibly interesting. How have y'all as players navigate and develop those kinds of PC dynamics so successfully? They said, "How are you so good?"
I think honestly, like, I message people before I'm about to go in on them sometimes, you know, or like, you know, I texted B. I was like, hey, Justin is Theo is going to advocate to kill Kai, you know, in this one, just to be like, it's the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if it's like a relationship or a friendship, but specifically with Ree, I think she messaged me first because she was like, okay, we're gonna have a talk about some confrontation, and I was like, perfect, you know. And I didn't want to like keep the tension there forever, you know what I mean? Because that's just not fun. But I'm glad we got a resolution at the end of the episode, you know, even though it's not exactly like.
Perfect, it's more like a ceasefire, almost, just like a.
You know, not a well. Theo doesn't have any animosity towards Monique. It's not coming of a like hatred or anything, anger towards Monique. You know what I mean? I think Theo is just very crazy for validation, even from Monique, even from his like normal teammates. So if Theo and Mo can be friends, that would be great. Theo would want that. Whether or not his reputation gets in the way or his actions get in the way is another story. But mainly I just message like, hey, I'm about to talk about this, or like, hey, I don't actually mean this for real, you know? Just
That's
before or
definitely,
after, you
yeah,
know?
that's definitely a thing that I think D&D players need to do a little bit more of, because that question comes. I see a lot of people like ask things like that, and I'm like, you don't talk about this out of game. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's like,
It's all about
honestly,
communication.
the straight answer is communication. Like, straight up, you can have. I have witnessed people have full on yelling matches at each other that are like scary to
Yeah,
witness. But consent is key. Communication is key, and knowing, hey, it's just a game. These characters are beefing and could hate each other, but we're friends and we're all having a good
yeah,
time, and this is for the drama, like
yeah.
we're having a great time. Like,
I think,
we as players have no animosity. It is all character, it's all in game.
yeah.
It's that's what it is. Communication. Literally just
One
communicate.
thing, if when people play about me, they learn pretty quickly is that the prep before we play means a lot to me and is very extensive. But yeah, especially when it comes to like session zeros and that, and oftentimes we'll talk about if doing kind of like PvP, like physically combat, or doing like fighting is like comfy with people. We like run through that, offer some scenarios where people like yay and nay it. But also, I think one of the main things to remember with PvP that I think we didn't like necessarily talk about, but I think when you've just played D&D for a long time, it's kind of like one of the things you always remember, which is, unless your character's leaving, it's the, okay, cool, we've had a fight. Now, how are we going to work? Like, how are we now going to work out that both of our characters are going to stay and continue the story? Because it's kind of the constant thing of like, oh, cool, my character feels this way, but how am I going to twist this to make sure that they are going to still stay with the group and continue the story? Which is what you literally saw play out during that session, was the two of them fight, and then coming to like a middle and coming to a conclusion, and using parts of the story and clues that have been given, so that Ree and Justin as players, like together without saying anything, worked out how they were going to make that work almost instinctually. You just do it. But yeah, that's the main thing to remember. And that comes into like playing evil characters, of like, if you're playing an evil character, how like, why do they have to be here doing the good thing right now? It all just ties back into that. But yeah, before any kind of PvP like physically happens, I'll always like pause the game and be like, okay, everyone, we're about to come to arms. How's everybody feeling out there tonight? I am not feeling good. Wake up at 11:30. It's just checking in, consent, communication.
Pretty much.
Justin's gone.
No, I'm
Justin's
not.
back.
I'm right here.
The camera disappeared for like a second though.
Just
Oh,
a
nice.
second.
I thought it was just me,
Okay.
but then when you said something, I was like, oh.
How excited are you guys to be at level 5? Any new class abilities, spells you're excited to use next session? You don't have to say if you don't want to.
What about you, Ash? You little grin.
I have been very excited to hit level 5. Not for something that I will immediately use, but for something I now have in my back pocket that will be a big story thing
Yeah, I know
if it
what
is needed, which is I'll tell you, chat. I'll tell you all right now. Ash knows Revivify.
Oh.
So if someone dies, Ash could theoretically bring them back. However, obviously in D&D there is a diamond dust cost. We don't have diamond dust, so that will be another cost that we'll see what that turns out being.
There's a component.
Also,
you just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, we don't know what it is. I probably won't know until Manny tells me, which is part of the game, honestly. And also as well, specifically with Greek mythology, bringing people back from the dead is a big no-no. Obviously, loads of people do that in Greek mythology because
There's so many myths about it going really well for people.
Exactly. So if Ash has to use it, see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see.
So I'm excited to see if that comes up. It may not, but who knows?
Oh, I have such opinions about this. First of all, fuck J.K. Rowling. Second of all, for those who are present, sort your fellow players into Hogwarts houses. You can't sort yourself. Wait, it's the
Oh.
players? I had ideas for the characters.
You can do both. It's your show.
True.
What are you talking-
Okay, so for Theo, I feel like everyone would immediately go Slytherin. Wrong. No. Because, hear me out. Yeah, Theo, it's fucking easy to put him in Slytherin. Uncreative. Because Theo, one of his main, like, character traits doesn't read, like, overly ambitious to me. I think he's a Gryffindor. Theo's a Gryffindor.
Really?
Theo's a
Interesting.
Gryffindor to me.
Okay. I think Theo wouldn't believe that, but I think you're right. I think you're dead on the money.
He gives me born into Slytherin family, suddenly made Gryffindor energy.
Yep. No, 100%. I see that. That was what I was about to say.
Ash is a
Yeah,
Hufflepuff.
100%. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like Ash, you would have more automatic, because Ash would be the Slytherin family, older Slytherin sibling who got expelled.
You're so right, and I hate it.
Older
I hate that
Slytherin
you're so
Slytherin
right.
sibling who got expelled. They rock up, everyone's
Fuck.
holding breath, and they're sorted into Gryffindor.
It's like-
Sorted into Hufflepuff. But also, if they were sorted into Gryffindor, that's even more dramatic. But I feel they're a Hufflepuff. But if it was main character vibes, they could be a Gryffindor for story reasons.
They could be. That's you know what? You're right. They could be. They could be.
Okay.
Should we do the
Hufflepuff
other
Gryffindor,
characters
yeah.
while they're not here?
Oh, of course. I want to talk shit. Jezebel. I want to say Gryffindor for Jezebel too. I do, because I think that.
I think she gives like dropkick Gryffindor that would come into their Gryffindorness later, but they hate
Yeah.
Gryffindor house and they're like, I don't want to be here
Yeah.
with these motherfuckers. I feel like I could argue for everyone, like similar to like the Golden Trio, everyone in the group being in Gryffindor but not thinking that they're supposed to be there. I absolutely could argue for that. Because like people think, oh, Hermione she should be in Ravenclaw, but she's in Gryffindor.
Okay, but hear me out for Jezebel though. Just because I think it would be funny as fuck, and again, it's the kind of like the going against the vein of being in the house kind of thing. Slytherin, but she would make it everyone's problem.
No.
Like every other Slytherin person would be like, we fucking hate that she's here. It's like, I'm a Slytherin, and I'm gonna make it everyone's
I feel
problem.
like because
so
she,
funny.
I think she is ambitious because she is constantly bored. But I feel like
That's true.
her ambitiousness has been like pushed down, and it would slowly come to the surface. But yeah, Mila is a Hufflepuff. Next question, like
Yeah.
she's the most Hufflepuff that ever puffed.
Huh, interesting.
Loyalty, and kindness to them. She's the most loyal motherfucker I ever done seen. She's loyal to the point of a detriment.
Oh,
Yep.
that is true. Oof,
Monique.
Can't argue.
Monique gives me like gifted kid burnout Ravenclaw, but then she could also be a Gryffindor.
I was gonna say Hufflepuff.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I would say. Well,
I
that's
feel
what I
like
would put. I could
Ravenclaw.
be wrong.
Ravenclaw feels like the easy answer because she's smart.
Yeah. I don't know Hogwarts houses well enough.
I was one of those Harry Potter kids that had their souls crushed a couple years back.
Fun.
No, really?
Yeah, because
From the
J.K.
whole-
Rowling's a fucking horrible person. It's horrific.
It's rough. Being in the UK when that all happened is so rough because that's the thing is that like everyone when that all
Still
happened,
happening.
like everyone in the States was like, yeah, drop all of your books, like we don't need this, and the
Yeah.
UK kind of just went, this is kind of our entire personality. It's gonna take us a bit, and everyone went, what do you mean? You can just drop it at a drop of a hat.
For
I'm
me,
like,
it was like
no, we literally
I'm
have
gonna
platform 93 quarters. I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you.
I-
Like it's gonna
For
take
me,
a
it
while.
was I just did I'm not gonna give her any more money, but I still like being
yes.
involved in like the fandom and fan culture because I think apart from like the kind of toxic parts of the fandom, most of the time they kind of like
Fandom has it.
they kind of embraced it and was more just like we're taking this from her and we're making this queer as fuck and just kind of like
Yes.
was like, no, this is ours now, and everyone's trans now. And I was like, period.
Yeah.
Thought that was
Yeah.
cute. So it's kind of like, I'm not giving her any more money, but I still like, occasionally watching the DVDs I already own, because I think the films are very separated from her, because if they were made by hundreds upon hundreds of people, and as long as you're not giving her money, I still think they're like, I'll watch them occasionally. They're nostalgic to me. As long as I'm like not going to Harry Potter World and directly giving her the money in my pocket, because no, she goes and spends that on passing bills in the UK to fuck over trans people. It's just kind of, it's almost like the self-healing and taking back of something that has become very toxic.
Yeah.
Which is gross. Also, it pisses her off, which I think is really funny.
Yeah, that's honestly, it's all to just piss her off, truly.
Oh, yeah. Anyways. Did we miss anyone? Tessa? Tessa's a Slytherin.
Tessa's a Slytherin, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
But then again, she's not that ambitious. Oh, I think she is, but she's kind of pushed it down. I think she's a low-key Slytherin.
No, okay, she's ambitious because...
Or she's a very angry Hufflepuff.
No, you know what? No, I do think she's a Slytherin because of, maybe, like, to begin with, it may have been that thing where, like, when she was born, it was like, oh, interesting. Okay, but because of over time and spending so much time with Cersei, who definitely is a Slytherin.
Cersei, head of Slytherin House.
You know, yeah, literally, like it's one of those things.
She quite literally was mostly punished
was
because
adopted
of,
by
yeah, and Cersei was mostly punished because of her like intense need like for power and ambition. So like, slay for her.
Yep, truly.
Oh my god, Slytherin House of Hubris. Anyways. And I can say, because I unironically have played both of these characters in Harry Potter roleplays before, I'm outing myself right now. Sasha's a Slytherin, and Hugo is a Ravenclaw.
Interesting. I can't argue with those. Those seem dead on the money.
Yeah. Of the characters that you know, of the characters that you know, that know your character's dirty laundry and dark secrets, how much do you trust them to keep your secrets long term? You don't have to necessarily like say what. You keep mentioning her. Who the fuck is Sasha? Sasha is one of the NPCs back on Ayaya. He showed up a lot in the one-shots and then was in the first episode for like 5 minutes.
Which you can watch on the Patreon. Hey, segue.
Yeah. It's just because right now I don't have many other NPCs that are currently kicking. So I'm like, basically all the NPCs on the island were heavily developed because I wanted them to have something to think about back home and to have that be very like high stakes and very like, because I think it's easy like when your character goes, yeah, they're just from a town, and they just keep going, and I'm like, oh, you haven't seen your family in months, and they go, oh yeah. But if you play in that place and these people have names, feelings, wants and needs and relationships, your players kind of think about it more. Those 5 minutes were a strong 5 minutes though. Fair enough. And then Hugo is a pretty integral part of just in general the quest system. Love that boy. But yeah, you were sorry. Of the characters who know your secrets, how much do you trust them?
Theo does well.
Does Theo
trust any?
Does he trust Mila? She did kind of just like say everything, but like.
But doesn't I don't know how to say this. It's like, what do you say when like, I think Mila would, but I wish she wouldn't.
Yeah, just you don't trust her.
Dude, but I think she would. I trust her to do that task, even though it's eating him alive inside.
Yeah. it's
Not
it's
trusting
kind of
Milo
like
is like not
you.
trusting a puppy. I love that. That's so
I
funny,
feel like
chat.
you can trust Milo to do something, but I don't know if you can trust Milo not to do something. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like
yeah.
Theo
Yeah.
in my head, like is is feels awful about what he put Milo through. He has in turn he takes mm, wait, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. No comment.
Wait a
No
minute.
comment. No comment. No
Um,
comment.
so I think the thing with Mila and like trusting Mila is that I think because Ash trusts Mila entirely 100%, and I think it's one of those things where I feel like the only reason Mila kind of told Ash in that moment about that was because not only was it for Ash to fully understand what happened because they wanted someone else to know, it was because Mila wants to help Theo, and by telling people who will understand, ultimately think that will help. So I think really like it's not less that Mila's kind of like betraying your trust. It's more that trying to do the best for you. You know, it's that loyalty again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I no Ash 100% trusts Mila with their dirty laundry 100%. Um, most people at this point know Ash's dirty laundry because it kind of showed up and killed Monique's dad. It kind of
Quote of the
stabbed
campaign: Bee's
kind of
dirty
stabbed
laundry
someone's
came
dad in the
up and
face a little bit,
and
but
stabbed
like
someone's dad.
yeah, you know.
It's
So
like when we were
my
talking
dirty
about how
laundry
your
is that.
your sister was the Trojan horse.
Yeah, yeah. My sister was a Trojan
Because
horse, guys.
you like B was like, I can't wait for our Trojan horse moment. I was like, your sister was the Trojan horse. You brought her into your camp and she killed people.
Wow.
Literally, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't even make that connection. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Um,
Honeypot.
yeah, I would say Ash trosts
Trusts.
Trojan horse. Sorry, I'm still on it. Um, yeah, no, Ash trusts. Fuck. I'll come back when I can speak
It's
words.
okay.
Anyway, trusts pretty much everyone here to like in the like the group to kind of keep that to the people who need to know about it. Um, like doesn't expect them all to just go yelling it to the whole world. Hey, this Ash's sister's
This
a fucking murderer and is
motherfucker.
killing gods and shit. Like, they trust everyone. I would say in the party to kind of keep that to who needs to know. Yeah.
Are you guys
Ash is
going to
very
play Hades
trusting.
2 now that it's dropped on early access?
No.
I have not played it, but I have been watching people play it on Twitch. So.
I haven't played Hades 1.
I've been
I'm not cool enough.
I started Hades 1, but I need to try it again. I just didn't try it properly. It's one of the I was in a bad headspace. One of those things. How important is Greece and its culture to the characters in comparison to the culture of their own nationality? For example, do they care about like particular events, or do they care? Yeah, I guess how much did Greece come into? How much did Greece influence your character creation and shit? I don't
really...
even know where Ash came from. I don't think you've told me.
From the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
From the UK. That's like saying, oh, from the South? What's the
fuck up? No,
the
they were. I don't know where specifically, but they were in England because their whole thing was which I had to look up to make sure the other day because I was like, wait a minute, if I'm 20 in 2005, I gotta backtrack real quick. When did this happen? They met. What a backstory for you guys. Met Kaya in after traveling by themselves through the fuck, what's it called, the Eurotunnel. That's how they got to Europe, was through that, like on foot through the Eurotunnel. Yeah, so no.
I feel like that would just that's like the darkness. Okay, this is such a weird fucking reference. Do you remember in do you guys watch Shadow and Bone / read the books?
I've seen part of the show. I've not read
Okay.
the books.
There's like a moment where they have to pass through the dark curtain to get to the other side, and it's full of monsters. I think that's the Eurotunnel for demigods. Like everything's in there, and it's like walking into the dark tunnel full of zombies. Like
Yeah,
immediate death.
100%. Yeah. Ash was 12 at the time. As well.
Period. Hey, Percy Jackson was 12 and he defeated Ares. Come
That's
on
true.
now.
That's true. But yeah, to answer the question, the way it influenced, Greece influenced Ash's character versus where they came from. I mean, who gives a fuck about England, right? Who?
Damn.
Fuck. Yeah, as someone
Fair
who's
enough.
England adjacent, fuck.
Dang.
Damn. And then they were
UK's not
asking, did Greece winning Eurovision 2 months prior to the campaign starting and winning the 2004 Euro appear at all? And I can say yes. The Greece winning Eurovision was unironically in my notes. I went, this is something that happened because I searched up Greece 2004 and that was like the only thing that showed up was the fact that they won Eurovision that year, and I was like, you know what? It was their first time ever winning Eurovision, and I just like grabbed the song and I was like, I'm gonna reference this, and then I forgot to, so I'm referencing it now. Greece won Eurovision. Every time you guys walk past a store, they were playing the song.
I knew it.
Retcon.
You know, I'll accept that as a retcon, 100%.
I guess. Is Greece important to Theo? No.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, because in my not headcanon, because I guess it's lore.
Wasn't he?
Character,
Was he in France when he got picked up?
that's the thing.
Or am I thinking of someone else?
I tried to imagine like a woman that like Hermes would be interested in. My mother, Theo's mother, and I imagine her as like this globe-trotting like Indiana Jones type woman, like that's where he gets kind of his like not lock-picking but rogue-like abilities from too. She's like this Indiana Jones that goes through caves and like crawls through things and like explores things, and that kind of rubbed off on Theo. Always on the run and things like that. But is Greece important to No, because I feel like Theo has been there like 12 times. He's been like all over, like he's so nomadic that I don't think it would like matter to him specifically the location.
I just like the idea of like Theo just being like, yeah, my mom, she like goes into places, she comes out with stuff, and like you later find out that she's like an international spy, because that kind of does give the energy. Like she's like something man from like U.N.C.L.E.
No, Theo's mom is Carmen Sandiego. Canon.
Period.
But I guess that's so he wouldn't care too much about Greece.
Fair enough. What were the inspirations for your characters? Do they represent aspects of yourself, or are they more just so someone you thought would be fun to play?
Ooh. Ash, you go first.
So for Ash, I always put a little bit of myself into my characters just in general. But I think the sort of the inspiration for Ash, mainly it was because I was like, I want to play a fucking Child of Nemesis because that'd be fucking cool. Because I've seen, I played in a kind of Dungeons & Demigods-esque game before, and I played with someone who played a Child of Nemesis and went, that's fucking cool. I love the idea of doing stuff and then it coming back to bite you in the ass constantly because the pendulum swings back. Sounds great. So that was definitely an inspiration for sure for Ash.
I guess I don't know. I don't think I had a specific inspiration for Theo because Maddie introduced the game to us, and like we were like, okay, you can't be any of the big three gods. No Zeus, no Hades, no Poseidon, right? And I was thinking about what other gods fit into the D&D archetypes well, because you wanted a low magic setting. And I was like, what more class combo is more perfect than Hermes and Rogue?
Exactly. Yeah. Very fair.
Yeah. It was like that is like glue. And so I started building Theo out, but it's kind of hard to build a Hermes kid and not think about Luke, you know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I want to be the complete opposite of Luke. You know what I mean? Like in the way
I
that
feel
Luke is
like it's like
too
Theo and Luke have had similar life experiences, but have reacted to it very differently. That's kind of the energy
exactly
they give me.
like Theo is also angry at his father, but Theo also has a living relationship with his mom in a way that Luke didn't. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and has a very good relationship with his mother.
Theo's mama's
And
boy.
I'm not. Please don't kill my mom. Please don't. Devastating. That's when Theo turns evil. But
Kill
also,
would imply that she's not already dead.
oh, that would be
Have you
terrifying.
checked in with her since the campaign began?
Good question.
Hmm.
All of
Good
your
question.
parents are dead. True question.
No.
Kidding.
But I guess like when it came to like making like a not a fun-loving person, I've been kicking around this like fun-loving, charming. I've never played a charming rogue before in a long-term campaign ever, and I've always wanted to. You know, like
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be the charming guy. So combined all that, you kind of get Theo in like a cracked mirror version of it. So I'm loving playing him. He's really fun.
Yeah.
You know.
He's fun to play with.
Mm.
Well,
Um
like,
yeah,
I
you
like
give me
it's
shit
maybe
to
it's
work
just
with.
me because I love to like. I think I didn't know
Stir the
this
pot.
about myself until I started playing Theo. You know, I think Theo does this thing. You know how like sharks like eat things or test
Mm.
things if they're good. He
Hmm.
like go in for a bite and see what you do. Go in for a bite, see what you do, and kind of like circle you a bit
Just the
until like you know, it's like one of those things. He likes to test people,
yeah.
and but also
He's a
like
cat with the glass
yeah.
making eye contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna
Just to
do
see
about it?
everyone's reaction.
I will say I do know people who are the same way. I purposefully, whenever I play a D&D character, try and make them as far from myself as possible. It's escapism, baby. I want to play anyone except for myself. And I think it's
Yeah.
also because I'm a writer and I like to explore like life experiences. Not life experiences so much, but more like personalities, traits, or
Mm.
beings that I don't personally experience because I see it as a challenge. Um, but yeah, I will often play characters that are very, very different. Like, of course, I'm going to have some similarities with them because you're bound to. It's just the way that it is. But it's never my intention, like, ever. Like, I remember someone was like, oh, you're a lot like this character. And then I just went, the fuck are you talking about? And they thought about it and they went, yeah, never mind. I think I just wanted to prove your point, but no, you guys are completely
Yeah.
different people. I think it's fun. Um, Currently, would your character give up their life in order to save the group at large, or would they reserve that choice for a particular character, who and why? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Hi, Kiki!
Hi, Kiki.
Would my character sacrifice themselves for the group? No, only one person.
Mm.
Only one person in the world, and
I
they know who
wonder
they
who
are.
that could be.
Oh. Hmm. Ash might. Is sort of still growing into that. There are definitely several individual people that they would throw themselves in harm's way for. I mean, Mila, 100%. Um, but there are several other people where it's like it's still kind of figuring that out and kind of building that relationship. But by the end of this campaign, 100%, if there is a sharp object going in the direction of the group, Ash will jump in front of it. Like, yeah, by the end, I'm sure it'll happen.
It
But we'll
is
see. We'll see.
hard. It is easy to die for a friend rather than find a friend worth dying for. It all circles back. It all circles back. Anyways,
Oh,
how
okay,
likely is your character to fall for scams? Think car's extended warranty kind of scams.
Oh.
Theo would do it just to see what happens, and then like steal all the money back. You
Period.
know, like sure, show me your scam. See if I can figure it
Like he
out.
likes
Just for like
wasting their time, wasting scammers' time.
exactly.
Fair
You
enough.
know.
I think Ash doesn't have enough world experience to not. Sadly, I was like, nah, Ash is smart. And I went, they'd get scammed. Ash would get scammed so easy. Fuck.
Mm.
Oh
Hello
no!
there.
Hi, Faye. Hello,
Hello.
friend.
Hey, bestie.
Hello there.
Hello
Hello.
there.
I
General
brought ice cream. Let's
Kenobi.
dish.
Sorry, that was
Well,
There's
unnecessary.
so many
I'm
of
sorry.
us now.
All right, I'll give you
So many
the last like 2 questions that we just asked, which is currently would your character give up their life in order to save the group or a specific person?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hunter Cam, thank you so much.
Really?
Hey,
And
is that our
how-
executive producer?
Our
right
executive producer has hit the chat. How likely is your character to fall for scams? Think car's extended warranty.
Pretty. I feel like Jezebel is the kind of person who would know that it's a scam and would keep the scammer on the line as long as possible.
I was
Exactly.
about
And
to
just be
say,
like,
I literally
Yeah.
was about to say, I think their answer will be the exact same as Justin. And I was right.
it's like, my wallet's in the other room. Hold on, I'll go get it.
I love that we have the 2 ends of the spectrum here. We have you two that are just like, I would yes, and I would completely feed into it to ruin their life. And I'm with Ash, I'm just like, yeah, they don't have enough world experience. They got their camp when they were
buddy.
13 and did not experience much of that beforehand. So they'd be like, car's extended warranty.
Okay.
What's that?
I don't have a car.
I don't know how I could
But
have
after
got an
talking to you, I feel like I
extended warranty.
should.
Oh god.
But guys, I don't have a car, but my warranty's extended when I do. Wait a
Does
minute.
anyone have a card with
Aw.
numbers on it? They really want it, but I don't got one of those.
Monique, I just met this guy, and now our car is like our warranty's extended. I don't know what that means, but like he seemed really nice.
Have any of you seen Hell of a
Shit.
Boss?
Some of it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the episode where they go to LA?
No.
Oh.
Just Moxie
The
during
betrayal
that
on your
episode
face.
is Ash. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Is you need to watch it because basically every time anyone goes like, "You need to listen to my mixtape," he'll be like, "You made this for me?" And he like brings a bunch of shit home.
You know what? You know what? I think Ash is so naive that like so unbelievably that the scammer would either just get annoyed or would just like honestly feel so bad they'd be like,
Don't worry about it.
you know what? I feel bad about this. Like I'm not even like just feels wrong, or it would be that thing. Them being like, "Cause extended warranty," and Ash would be like, "I don't have a car." It would just be. That's how they would.
right
That's the only
back.
way they would get
Okay.
out of it.
I'll be right
100%.
back. Okay.
Oh
I
good.
gotta-
Oh good.
Alright.
What is the one thing your character has done this campaign that you, as a player, think that they may resent or regret later in life?
Resent or regret something they did. I know the answer, and it makes me sad.
Is it trusting Kaya?
Trusting Kaya off the bat without questioning it. Yeah, Kiki and I are currently doing an RP about a conversation they would have had in the temple to do with that, and it's gonna be rough because it's, yeah. Ash literally was just like, yeah, it just it's things have probably changed in 6 years. Hint, they had not. You know,
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert. You're an idiot, Ash. So yeah.
I am unsure because I feel like the one thing that, because Jezebel doesn't do a lot that like she isn't like, I won't regret this later. This is a great decision. Very like that's a very focused mentality for her right now. The one thing that I do think that she does regret is the comment that she made to Shannon at the bottom of the steps, because now
Aw.
now it's like, yeah, I was trying to hurt a specific person, but I was actually just incredibly insensitive to multiple people and trying to leverage a death in order to win an argument.
Fucking oof.
And I like
Yeah.
that Shannon just walked away because she knew that you had like immediately played into her hands. Pair.
Yeah.
I love
Fuck you.
Shannon as like an antagonist because I love the fact that she sucks, but she's also done so much good that you can't be that bad at her. I think it just makes it so like spicy. Anyways, how likely are they to commit a scam?
Pretty lightly, but it would be a scam against the other demigods on the island, and it would only be for something like kind of funny, and it would
For
be
the
the
bit.
type of thing that like you kind of realize that was the scam once one of the parties is thrown, because then
Yeah.
it's like, yes, and this is my room of socks. A lot of people have given me their socks in order to
She steals
keep
your
this
socks,
one specific
but only the
this
left
one
ones.
specific
What's with that?
this one specific nymph out of their house. So
That's
yes,
funny.
that was apparently a concern for many people. Don't know how that got into their heads, but now I have a surplus of socks, so you can buy them back if you'd
So
like.
Yeah, literally. I think the only reason Ash would be if someone else it would be a scam within a scam. It would be if someone scammed Ash into helping them. Like I could absolutely I mean, go and watch the
So
one
revenge?
shot with us too. It's literally just that's just what it is. It's just it's just Jezebel going, Ash, I need your help really bad. Because I
Spice
have something
Girls.
people cannot find. I'm using your bad situation to fix my bad situation, actually. You know?
Absolutely.
It's great. No, 100%. That's the only way Ash would do it. And Ash would do their best, but only in that situation.
Well, what is a crime that they respect the most?
Tax evasion.
Period. Honestly, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taxation is theft. Say it with me. I had a friend in college who consistently tried to
Poor
get that
America.
chant started in public areas. It was a great time.
Is your character a Healy's kid?
A Healy's kid?
A secret Healy's kid. It would be the type of thing that she could only break out.
In a
And
very
also,
specific
it's like,
scenarios.
it's also I think IAEA is a difficult place to have Heelys. I don't think there's like necessarily a lot of well-kept paved areas. Lots of gravel and dirt roads.
I have a headcanon now. I have a headcanon. It's just take the scenario with the Spice Girls, but insert Heelys.
Period.
That's
Period.
just I need Jezebel when we're in
Listen,
somewhere.
I
to
have a
just break-
Hephaestus kid who's on the breakthrough of getting these little wheels tucked inside the shoes. You
Why
can
would
click
put
them out
wheels in your shoes?
because you will be sick as hell. What's not to get, Ash?
Okay, I'm gonna try. Holy shit, this is so fucking
Walk
cool.
with
I'm gonna do
me.
this all the time.
No,
now.
wait.
Whoa.
Glide with me.
That would be it. And then Ash would Healy everywhere.
Yes.
Truly.
Wait, between
My
the two
fleet.
of you, which one of you was the one that didn't actually listen to the Spice Girls that much?
I in real life, I didn't actually listen to the Spice Girls that much.
You're weird. I've been listening to Spice Up Your Life consistently like all of yesterday. La 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 la. And now
if
I want
it
to make
helps-
an edit of the two of you to that song.
Yes.
If it does help, I listened to a single CD of the Spice Girls. I don't know which one it was.
It was
It's
probably-
whatever
it
had
was-
Wannabe.
It was Spice Girls debut album Spice.
Yes. I had that CD as like a 6-year-old, and I would dance around the living room with like I would be like, watch this, and then I'd do an entire dance routine that was not good. It was a lot of me jumping off the couch and like whipping my hair back, and it got to a point where I would just listen to that over and over and over on the living room stereo that my sisters did hide the CD from me, and I
That's
could.
real.
And as a 6-year-old, I don't know. I don't understand the internet yet. I have yet to find Barbie.com.
um, Faye, your mic is real loud, but
Oh.
I don't have any way to turn you down slightly.
Uh,
Watch the Viva
Yeah.
Forever music video
Could
if you want to
I?
feel insane. Real. The little doll versions of them. Yellow man in Timbuktu.
Should I
I
pull
need to
the
listen to more
little?
Spice Girls again.
Should I pull the little
while.
lever down on the side here so that
Maybe?
they can't hear? Okay, I'll pull it down a little
Oh,
lower.
that's better.
Oh, there you
Yes?
go. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. Way
Excellent.
up.
Love that.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Women in STEM.
When do you think it will, what do you think it will take to get Jezebel to admit maybe when she's just a little bit, possibly not a little bit okay?
Fuck.
Let's see if she'll die again. We'll get there. Once an
One more
event,
death. One more
twice
death.
coincidence.
I'm very. Listen, Ash has tried, okay? Ash has tried to get you to admit it. And you were like, haha, actually, what if I
No, it's actually
made you
fine.
insane?
We should just not talk about it. What if we didn't talk about it and just
What if we just never
No.
mentioned it again forever?
let's just
I'm so excited to see when that moment happens, where Jezebel's finally had enough, and
Yeah.
finally the facade breaks. I'm so
Yeah.
ready for that. It's gonna be so good.
Oh, because Jezebel lives so much in just like trying to not find out things
Mhm.
and limits, and it's like, if I find a fucking limit, what the hell am I supposed to do after that?
What?
Mhm.
What drew each of you to creating the character with the godly parent that you did? Did you decide on their personality or parent first? And they said in brackets, including Sasha, of course. Bless you.
I think I answered this or something sort of to this same tune last time. That like I had literally the week before like the casting audition thing came out, I was like, God, wouldn't it be so sick to play in a Camp Half-Blood game? God, I'd love to play a child of Dionysus in a Camp Half-Blood game. And then Maddie, out of the ether, also known as Twitter, is like, I have a game that I'm going to be putting on. Anyone wanna apply?
You're
And I was
one
like,
You're one in, kid.
I'm in.
You son of a
Bitch,
bitch.
I'm in.
I'm in.
You've got me.
Yeah. I definitely picked my class first, kind of similar to when I answered the question before. Yeah, like I was like, I know exactly what parent I want. I want it to be Nemesis. I wanna fuck around with fate. I wanna do it. That'd be fucking
We'll
cool.
fuck around and find out.
I wanna fuck around and then also find out. I've been doing a lot of finding out recently, okay? No, listen,
Couldn't
listen,
be me.
for a child of
Couldn't be
Nemesis,
me.
I have not done much fucking around, and I've done a lot of finding out. And that feels fucked up.
I'll cast my mind back to about 2017 when I first met Sasha, which was
It's like I'm
it was a demigod roleplay thing, and I went, wouldn't it be funny if I played someone who was like the child of the god of sex, and then I was choosing between two archetypes, and I went, I either want to play a character who's completely asexual and is just vibing, because that's so funny, or I ended up doing that with a different character archetype of like being the complete opposite to their parent, or I could go fully in and they're just like really annoying. And I went for the latter. And then I ended up, because most of the time when you're doing those kinds of RPs, less like D&D, you kind of launch in and discover their personality as you go. So I think it was, he had a friendship with a son of Dionysus, who, and that like other player is now in our Discord, and it's very shout out to you, Magnus, love you, King. And they had a very close friendship kind of relationship, but they didn't put any labels on it. They were just kind of best friends that made out sometimes. And
You know, as best
Yeah.
friends do.
and he grew up in a French boarding school. This isn't his actual backstory, by the way. It was his old one. And was basically his whole thing was that he thought that Eros was just a god of sex, but he's actually the god of just like physical love and affection, and that he'd been without physical affection for a very long time. It turns out he just really needed a hug, but was overcompensating.
Oh.
But yeah, it was really fun. We ended up adding a lot of layers to his characters. But yeah, I just wanted to play a child of the god of sex. They are doing work outside.
I was gonna say, I
was
like
wondering
suddenly
what
could not
vacuum
hear you
from
very
hell.
well.
They're cleaning the sidewalks outside. my
Fun.
house.
I love that for you. I love that they're choosing to do that.
Actually, I think it's a leaf blower.
Oh, I was wondering.
Yeah,
if
it sounds like it.
So kind of a reverse vacuum.
It's autumn. I like that my box is now constantly bubbled.
Yeah.
It's
Also, when
raining.
you speak, it sounds like you're speaking through like, like a tunnel.
I'm facing the road right now. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Anyways. And finally, how much time has passed in game? I worked this out.
Less than
like,
a week?
Yeah, it's
I think
about
it's like
4
5
days.
days.
4 or 5 days.
Ah.
Yeah, 4 days. Yeah.
I need to work it out, actually. I used to keep a diary, but I keep saying you need to do that, and then I don't, but I will. It's about 4 or 5 days. 4 days, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're on their 5th day, because you guys have
Yeah.
slept 3 times, I think.
That's
Yeah.
a
we're
good deal
vibing.
of reminding me accidentally that I do need to write the summary of the recap, because I do have 9 pages that I do need to condense.
Dude, y'all with your crazy notes and shit, I can't write notes for shit. I'm so bad at notes. I can't. I think it comes down to being a dyslexic motherfucker. So I'm just like trying to focus on getting shit down and then also trying to remember it as it's happening, and then I'm also not focusing on what's then also happening at the same time. So I'm like, I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
I definitely.
So like I appreciate the note takers so much, truly.
I have a great time doing it, especially
Mhm.
when things are like rapidly happening, because then I'm like, I'm in my element.
My favorite thing though is just watching you just be like, it's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. That has become one of my new favorite emoji combos. Is the pencil and paper with the little eyebrow raise face.
That's such
Those
a good
two
combination.
together. It's
I feel like
almost as
there's-
good as the pointing straight forward and laughing crying emoji. That's my favorite combo. It's so good. It's so good because then
Oh,
you're laughing
I
at someone and it's so funny.
can't believe I haven't thought about these combinations.
Faye, I'm gonna send this
I-
to you right now. Tell me this isn't the best. I'm just on Discord. I'm sending you this combo right now. It is the best. Tell me this isn't superior. Tell me that
Yeah.
isn't just.
I think someone just donated a bunch of money to the GoFundMe, but it's
Oh.
not showing up on the GoFundMe.
Oh.
Money.
Yes, it has.
Thank you.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh my god. Like 500 euros. That is unbelievably
Whoa.
kind. I'm not sure. I'm not
that's
sure if it's from
amazing.
this stream or if it's from something
Uh-huh.
else. If you're here, anonymous, thank you so much. You are doing God's work, and they've
Thank you
they've
so
broken
much.
14k. So
Damn.
that's amazing.
That's
Yes.
huge.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay.
Wow.
What was the first weapon you trained with, and how long did it take for you to figure out if it would stick?
Oh. So, so in character, it's a what was the first weapon they train with.
Or yeah, the
Then-
weapon that you now use consistently.
Oh, the weapon we now. Oh, wait, the weapon we now use. Oh, okay.
Either.
I think for Ash, it would have been that thing because Ash is not, again, is no surprise, polar opposite of Kaya in the fact that it's like I don't want to hurt people if I don't have to. So I think it became that thing of it's like, here, train with a sword, but swords cut people and stab people. I don't know how I feel about that. Is there anything that could just give them a concussion instead?
Mace.
Which was where it came to. Yeah. Yeah. You know? So I think that I definitely would Faye, that's such a great comment.
Thank you.
Sorry, Faye and I are just sending each other emoji combos now, and it's so good. It's great.
I just sent the finger back with the
eyebrow raise.
confused eyebrow raise.
You're kind of sus.
No, I always do the pointing whenever my friends post like thirst traps. I do the pointing in all caps and just write harlot.
Witch!
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 Harlot! Burn her!
Yeah. So that was for Ash. Definitely it was just like, I don't want to hurt people, even though honestly, cutting someone is like with a sword. What are you gonna do? You're gonna like, you're gonna cut off a limb. Worse, you're gonna decapitate them, like whatever. I don't think Ash has thought about the fact with a mace. It's just like, cool, just smack. He's just like, yeah, just give him a concussion, right? It's like, but what if you hit harder? I don't think they ever thought about that
What
yet.
if you laser beamed them real quick?
What if you hit them on top of the head and then the head goes? What then?
What if it go inside out? Chiron says over chess.
Oh.
He says that to throw me off.
Yeah.
Well,
What about Jezebel?
Here they come.
For fuck's sake.
I think Jezebel got like fine at the
There you
bare
go.
minimum of like sword and dagger, but didn't was again like the reason she wasn't chosen for quests a lot was that at all was that she actively like fed into her own reputation of like she's lazy, she's disrespectful, she's gonna say something crazy and get us all smited on this quest or something. And so
She's
like
so
she didn't
crazy.
she's so crazy and they
Crazy
weren't wrong.
girl.
Crazy girl, you're gonna get us smited.
Oh.
So truly her best weapon is her words as a bard.
Her. Also, she can make her words so intense that her daggers get sharper over it.
Yeah.
You need to use psychic blades. I fucking love psychic blades.
I
That
do. I
shit's
just
so
forget I
OP.
can stab people when I can just
Yeah.
you're doing great, sweetheart.
you're doing so good.
I-
Actually,
You're doing
I
great.
once played a character who was a paladin bard, and they were a whispers bard on top of I want to say conquest paladin. They were a lawyer. And they would the ability to psychic blades into a divine smite was crazy. Anyways,
That's hot.
Ooh.
That's hot.
that's hot. At this point in the campaign, which PC do your characters trust the least?
The least. Oh.
Goes drama always.
Oh man, the least.
I mean,
know.
maybe Justin, but that's really not even that. It's not that she doesn't trust him the least. It's
I
most,
like that
it's
you
just
said
she doesn't
Justin.
know him the
I
most.
just don't trust Justin.
Oh God!
Justin, sneaky motherfucker.
No! Theo!
And that's the exact moment Justin comes back. She's like, "What are you saying about me?"
No.
Yeah.
No, Theo, because I just don't know him the most, and we also just have the same sort of attitude of if you ask me a personal question, I'm gonna do a joke.
Yeah.
We were actually
Talking
messaging the
shit.
other day of like, hey, Jezebel and Theo have a lot in common.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Um. So for Ash, Ash is a difficult one because I don't have a straightforward answer because it depends on what the situation is. Into
Mm.
like, what am I trusting them with? Like, because if it's like a general thing of like, who do I, like, who do I trust the least to like go against a plan if we made one? It's gonna be Theo. Theo's like, I see your plan. I respect your plan actually. However, I've got a better plan
Can
and I'm
I
gonna
add
do it and I'm not
some
gonna tell you what that is. I'm gonna
pizzazz?
do it. Like I'm gonna go do my thing. You do whatever you've got going on. It's like, no, Theo, come back. Come back. Um uh if it's like trust to not commit some kind of war crime, it's it's Jezebel. Jezebel's like, I've created
Listen, I
an
don't know if
energy
it's a
drink.
war crime to simply befriend the murderous Cyclopsy.
Mm.
Cyclopsy.
But I feel like you were 5 seconds away from trying to sell him car insurance, though.
I was adding a nice little corner, a nice
Good.
little, I don't know gardening terms, but a
Okay.
nice little corner to
Yeah,
the
I
pen.
I'll give you
Did you
that.
guys
However, you
see?
did create Red Bull coffee, and that is a
Yeah.
war crime in itself.
Did you
Truly.
guys see what the like AI thought that like Faye had said in that moment, which is like, what if I just created a little corner, and it just said, what if I just created a little porno?
No. What if I made a little porno with
I
your
think
ram?
apart from Monique and Jezebel both their names get spelled so creatively every single time when a different person says it. Mostly Monique. She's gotten so many. Monica.
Mm.
What if I made a
Montana.
little porno with your ram, Barnaby?
Barnaby. Barnaby's going to be a star.
Barnaby, you're going to be a star. They're going to call you, oh, hello, Dolly.
It has been
God.
asked again. The people require Jezebel, if Jezebel's version of if you had to cast your character with an actor/actress for a movie or TV series, who would it be?
No.
I am but a voice of the people. Oh my god, why? At least it's not like in 2 days from now. Can you imagine if this
Yeah.
was happening during the campaign? I would go outside and be
Yeah.
like, excuse me,
Good mate.
Excuse me.
Actually,
this is
I'll let you know.
inappropriate.
I'm trying to remember her name, but she was in Bodies, and Bottoms, and
Oh, Rachel. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
What the
either
fuck is
her
her last name? She'd be
Rachel
fantastic.
either her or maybe Maya Hawke, but I feel like Maya Hawke wouldn't. I don't know if she could.
Rachel
Yeah,
Sennett.
I don't.
Senate.
Rachel
Yeah,
Sennett,
that's
yeah.
it.
She
Oh
would
my
be
God,
so
yes.
good. She gives.
I think
Oh.
she would be able to embody the right level of like under eye bags.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Honestly.
Oh, I've
honestly,
never agreed
yeah.
with you more in this moment. That is
Thank you,
such a
thank
good
you.
shout.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That was my immediate thing of like, oh yeah, yeah.
Alrighty, that is all of the questions that we've been sent into the Ask Box.
Okay.
So, do
amazing.
you guys come here often?
Does chat have any quick questions that haven't been asked already that they want to throw our way? It's always a good one to throw back to. Chat, give us
Any
your
they
questions.
want me to answer? I'm just a guy. I'm here. I'm but just some guy on the side of the road.
Oh god.
Just a little guy, even.
I'll see if there's any questions that you didn't answer, Faye.
Yes, Faye did miss
I
some.
had just a fun little story as well while you look. I had like a work meeting. I had a staff meeting before this at my work, and then like we had like food at it. I had little waffle ice cream, and then I
Nice.
was like, oh, I gotta go. Like my mom works there too, and I was like, I gotta go. I have something, and she's like, why? and she said it a little bit loud, and it's like a smaller workplace. And I like leaned in and I was like, I have a D&D thing. And she's like, oh, I thought that was on Thursdays. And I was like, no, there's a different thing tonight. And she's like, oh, okay. Then I had to go like clock out. And then some of my other coworkers was like, what was that about? Does she have a date? I was like, no, it's more embarrassing than that. It's a little bit, I have a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Don't be like, oh, she has a seat. No. No, no. No, no, no. And it's not embarrassing, but it is hard
You
to
have
say
a
in front of
date
17.
with some dragons.
Exactly. It is hard to say in front of my 17 coworkers. That's like
Yeah.
I have to leave the meeting for Dungeons and Dragons
What do you want, a
because
nerd or something?
I care about Dungeons and
Nerd.
Dragons more than this job.
Damn, Faye, they're really
Real.
calling you a nerd and doing the pointing and laughing emoji.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
pointing and
Call
laughing
it.
at you right now.
Witch!
Witch.
Witch! That's
I love
literally
the
what they're
little
doing right
heel
now.
click and then
Witch!
Tara asked, is there a Sasha casting? Yes, because I used to play him in fucking roleplays and we had face claims. Okay, of course I do. His face claim was Maxence Dane Fruval. He was in Scam France. I will send it in chat because I can't say his name properly. Yeah, that's Sasha, by the way. But he's when he was a bit younger. This was a while ago. And then in terms of questions that Faye didn't answer.
Hades 2, are you gonna play it, Faye? Now that's
God,
in
of
early
course
access?
of course, I'm bisexual and depressed. Of course I'm gonna play Hades 2.
There you go, chat. There's your answer. Oh, man.
Faye, what was a moment/scene from the campaign that was the most fun to visualize and play out in your head?
Spoiler for the one shot that we played beforehand. I literally almost pissed myself trying to keep it together, trying to explain my plan to do a 2-person Chiron horse illusion disguise of like, no, listen to me, this can work, listen to me.
I named the
explain it.
one shot Ash will not be a horse's ass, by the way. That's the name of the
I
one
love that so much. That's such a great name.
Oh my god.
shot. And then
Yeah,
the
I
other
think
one's
that-
called
yeah.
The Curious Incident of the Hair Dye in the Nighttime.
Ooh.
Like the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime.
Love it.
What would Jezebel's MySpace username be?
Not your typical nymph.
I love
But
how
it's
you just
not
had
your, and it's you are, not your.
That's
Yeah.
I love that you just had that just off the dome, ready to
Immediate.
go.
Typical is like alternating upper capitalized, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase. Not your typical nymph.
How excited are you to be at level 5? Any new class abilities / spells you're excited to use next session?
Very excited. I don't think I've finished picking out my spells, unless maybe I did. Yes, there's still one spell I have yet to decide. Because all of them are so much fun. I think I might end up taking Antagonize because it's just so much more upsetting than Vicious Mockery.
What's the difference? What is
Wait,
antagonist?
Vicious Mockery is a
Antagonize-
cantrip.
Yeah, Vicious Mockery is a cantrip. Antagonize is a 4d4
Thank
psychic
you,
damage.
Hunter.
So it's just like okay, that's just a 3rd level spell for 2 Vicious Mockeries. I think I might not. 2 for the price
Does it
of
not do anything
3?
else? Is it not like
You know what? I could read, I guess.
Hmm.
Why not? Yeah, there is some other stuff.
Oh, there's a message.
must-
Okay,
yes,
hang on. I always forget about the messages because they don't appear, but I'll get it. I'll get it for you.
I was tempted to take non-detection because you can hide a target that you touch from divination magic, and it'd be interesting to hide 2 children of fate from fate.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool to just give Mila some normal luck for 10 minutes.
That's fair enough.
Oh,
Hunter said,
man,
I
that'd
think
be
Faye is
crazy.
ashamed of us. Maddie, kill her in game.
What? What have I done?
Huh?
Existed.
What crime?
For what crime? Eating a
What
meal?
crime?
A succulent Chinese
succulent
meal?
Chinese meal?
This is democracy manifest. Oh no, judo.
Get your
hands off my penis.
I'm losing the thread here. I thought I recognized this, and now I'm lost.
That's like the rest of the video. It's Australian
Ta-ta for
national.
now. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. And then the second Australian video is oh yes, I have no problem with it. Let 1,000 blossoms bloom, but I won't hear any more of it because every 3 months a man is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland. That's when they were asking him about the fucking yes vote for like gay marriage. He was like, yeah, of course, let 1,000 blossoms bloom, but I won't hear any more. Because once every 3 weeks, a man is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland. Fucking hell. Such an icon. Hi, Justin.
Hi, I'm so sorry. I got good news about a job. But,
Exciting!
Nice.
I didn't get it yet, but we'll see.
Exciting
Sorry
stuff.
about that.
No, you're all
but
good.
No worries.
what did I miss? What were we talking about? Hi, Faye.
Hey.
How's it hanging?
Pretty good. I am actually just choosing my last spell for level 5. I chose fear.
Oh no.
Oh, fear's good.
Fear's a good one.
Fear's good.
Fear's the mind killer.
Yes.
Fear is the little death.
Ah, I love
Fear
Lord
is
of the Rings.
Oh.
I knew in this moment that was the best thing I could ever say.
Womp womp.
All I can think of is fucking Chuckles going like, fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that leads to total obliteration. I must let fear pass over me and through me. Ah! You know, like, how everyone has, like, the vocal stems? For me, during D&D, randomly me and my friends would just be like, I had chlamydia once. Like, the fucking drop of a hat. I scream,
There's a hot-
you scream,
there's
we
a hot
all
minute,
scream
and
at the house fire at the family reunion.
I love it so much. It's so good. It's...
I thought I punched you in the body and killed you. God
I
damn
thought-
it.
There's, and this still happens frequently, that when I visit some friends of mine, at one point I had a vocal stim of going, skibidi bop,
No. No.
skibidi bop.
And then be like,
I'm
what are you
just
doing?
doing
And you go,
little
I'm
scats.
scatting.
Just scatting. What? A man
That's
can't
my-
scat?
That's my favorite fucking bit. To go like, I go into the forest and I just start scatting. Skibbity boop bop.
So every once in a while I like go visit them, and then they're just quietly like, skibidi bop. We just scat to each other. The way friends are meant to.
You know what?
What did
you
I
know,
come
last
back to?
time, you know, last time when we were
Scat.
talking about villains and
I had
who would,
ice
and who would be
cream.
the scariest villain, if we went into a world where Jezebel was a villain, now it's just my headcanon that we'd just get to the lair and it'd be just a dark room, or it's like a dark forest or something, like Jezebel, and then just from the shadows all you hear is just
Skibbity-bop.
skibbity-bop.
Echoing. Skibidi-bop, skibidi-bop.
Skibbity-bop-bop-bop. Bada-boop-bop-bop. Just
We're
randomly
talking
just
to the
across
others.
the
Man
forest.
starts-
They're like, no wait, we approach the people who've been driven mad. They're like, we went in and no, we cast speak with dead. They come back. We're like, what did you hear? Right before it all went dark. She just started scatting. What?
What the fuck?
Scooty
She came towards me, just hitting the gritty,
scatting.
and I was
They
just,
just
I was so
ski-bop, ski-bop, bop, ski-bop, ski-bop, bop, ski-bop.
Anyways, Theo,
Yeah.
what PC does Theo trust the least?
Trust the least?
Mm.
Himself.
Oof.
The least, yeah, himself. Honestly,
God damn.
there is no one in the current group that he trusts less than himself.
Damn.
Deep.
Oh.
That's rough,
what was
buddy.
That's rough, buddy. Uh,
Oh my. I have a +11 to persuasion now.
Oh my
come on,
god.
expertises. Let's get
go.
sickening.
And a +9 to insight.
Fuck.
Yeah, Jasmine's gonna be talking to a lot of gods.
You're really
Yeah.
out here scamming the scammer.
Just who is your dignitary? Who is your diplomat? Hello.
Guten Tag.
I brought you a complimentary juice box and a Red Bull coffee.
Ultimate face of the party
Guten
right there.
Yep. Yep.
I just had a thought of like, you're only as good as the face of the party, and baby, I got dropped in my head as a child.
That's so fucking good. I can't wait. Oh yeah, Theo, what is one thing your character has done this campaign that you think as a player they will resent or regret later down the road?
That I will regret.
Or resent.
That Theo would resent.
Mm-hmm.
Up to now,
Yeah.
resent.
Or regret. It said both. It could be either. Either or.
Probably talking shit on his dad.
Yeah, the repercussions of that happened real fast, huh?
Not even.
Weirdly.
No. Theo talked shit to his dad and was disrespectful about 5 times before this actually happened, and every time I
was
would
the
roll.
other 4 times?
When you
What
talked to
was
him
this?
on top of the restaurant that one time, just every
What
time
do
you were
you
like,
mean?
answer me, you did it near constantly. I recorded every time you did it. 'Cause
Roll
I
the tape.
rolled. I'll make you
yeah.
a compilation, motherfucker.
Roll
Well-
the tape. Answer me, motherfucker.
Answer me. And when
Yeah.
you're like, this
Well-
is your fault. You said that
Listen.
a couple of times.
You know what? If the messenger god doesn't text you back, wouldn't you take that a little personally? Really? Like, that's your one thing. Your thing, man. Come on,
Justin,
man. Like,
what am I gonna say? Roll better.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
So it's
That's
like
fucked
that.
up.
Roll better. That sounds like a you problem, actually. Skill issue?
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
Dissing his dad is
Wow.
Theo's favorite hobby. Correct. Yeah. If anyone has any more questions, send them our
What's-
way.
I have a question. I have a question.
Yes. I have an answer. Or maybe they do.
I asked B this earlier in the stream. Faye, what do you think happened in Mila's and Theo's solo mission?
So glad you asked. I did
Oh,
put it in my notes.
Not the notes. Oh no! wait, no.
Oh,
She
I'm
takes out
sorry.
a
The note
spreadsheet.
taker. I
actually
draw
have
down
an
from the
entire
ceiling.
whiteboard with red lines on it.
I've connected
Um,
the dots.
There's a timeline above. I think it's possible because Mila obviously didn't tell the full story or curved parts of the story. And the thing that doesn't make sense to me is that Mila blames herself. Theo got blamed for murder, and that followed that. But from the sounds of it, Theo did not murder. Theo failed to save. That's not the same as murder. So my thought is that part of the thing was that they were actually sent to possibly kill this child. Not child, 13. Had it coming, a teenager.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that kid. But I think it's possible that Theo might have been told to push him off the cliff, or uh, in some other way have like gotten the dominoes rolling that happened, because failing to save is not the same as murder, and Mila definitely curved bits of the story, and Theo is obviously under some sort of curse to not tell why or how it happened or what happened. So it's definitely something that the gods would want, like, secret, especially if this is like a possibly a quest that was set up to fail. Um because that feels like a possible tide turning in the union of demigods, of like, hey, our god our family just sent us to just kill one of our own, like, not a monster, not a creature, this was another demigod. What does that mean? And also there's the question of whose parent was this demigod, and was it a god, was it a titan, was it something else? So that's my theory. That's just a game theory.
Fuck, both of you
That's
said
what
it.
I said.
Both
That's
of
what I
you
said.
it.
It's the game theory.
Did you guys talk beforehand?
No.
No, we both have brain rot.
Well,
Interesting.
Faye, I can tell you this
Very
much.
interesting.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Can't even give me inspiration though? On something I possibly said? You've done it for others. God, I know you can do it for me. You've done it for others.
Ah.
Inspiration. I thought inspiration meant you were correct.
Oh.
There are some things that are like too important that I just don't give it at all. But you don't know.
Fair enough.
I usually only give
I have
it when it's
theories.
like directly about to happen.
Ah.
Interesting.
Did I do good?
Interesting.
Do I
You
get good
great.
grade and note taker?
Yeah, you
No,
do. You
I-
get good graded note taker.
I think you are paying
Yes.
attention.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say
Thank
that
you.
much.
I think you're
Thank
paying
you.
attention. That's such a read.
No, the 9 pages of notes, I'm not paying attention, actually. This is all fan fiction.
Whoa.
Hey,
Gosh.
yo.
Fan fiction. What's it about?
No comment. No comment.
I couldn't think of a situation quick enough, so this bit is dead. This bit is dead to me.
I don't know if Justin has answered this before, but what are Theo's thoughts on the other PCs?
Ooh, thoughts? Ooh, good
I
question.
love- that's such a good question.
How am I holding up in your estimations?
Oh, it's like
Fuck
that?
me with
That
that
like I'm a
question.
PG-3 character? Okay, so if Theo
Don't
is
be
a
so
PG
modest.
character, if Ash is Tav, he's gonna be like, easy mark. No.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just kidding.
Theo's a
I
Starian.
think
Oh god.
I think Theo doesn't know how to handle Ash because he doesn't know how to handle Kaya. He doesn't want to risk he knows that there's going to be a moment. He thinks that people can't change at his core, you know? He doesn't think Kaya is going to be able to change, right? And is his friendship with Ash, budding as it is that more important than saving the world from Kaya? We don't know. That's what I think Theo thinks of Ash, you know? He could be an ally, but is his family bond stronger, you know? Specifically with Jezebel, I think that Theo and Jezebel would need to get into some sort of Zuko adventure.
Yeah.
You know? You know, we need to like break someone out of that like Fire Nation prison, you know? Because I feel like we match so well together. We just haven't had time to do it.
But also the problem with like getting to know each other of like on the level is that we both have the reaction of like, asked a personal question, you're gonna get a joke. You're gonna get a fun little joke, and then I'm gonna disappear.
They just are gonna have so many running bits by the end of this campaign because they just keep doing.
They're gonna have their own improv group.
Yeah, there's definitely always gonna be PC pairings that kind of have been a little bit like all of you guys would have that one PC that you haven't really properly connected with or talked to yet. But
Hmm.
we've only had like 5 sessions, and you guys have done a
Yeah.
lot of character development and relationship development for
Yeah.
5 sessions. Like, you guys have done very well.
I think, yeah, Theo and Jezebel is the only combo that we haven't done yet, which seems weird because we're so alike. You
Yeah.
know?
And also, we've gotten along in the little pieces that of like, oh, we're at a McDonald's. It's divine.
I think other
like,
ones
it would work.
Other ones we haven't gotten so much yet. I feel like we haven't got much of a Mila Monique moment yet.
Mm. We had a little bit of that last
A
session.
little bit, yeah.
With the
Mila Jezebel, not really yet.
Yeah, not really. A little bit of a trying to lure her out with a hash brown and a juice box.
Yeah,
but
I think Ash has.
whatnot.
I think Ash has solidly had moments with everyone in the party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ash.
Good job, though.
Yeah, Ash has had. Well, see, here's the thing. That was my thing in the beginning of the game. Was like, okay, how as a player am I gonna build a connection with everyone? Because I want to. And I'm like thinking in my brain, like, how do I do this? It's like, man, if only there was some event that would give us all reason for me to talk to everyone, for everyone to have opinions, and for us to talk about those opinions. Wouldn't it be crazy if an event like that occurred? Goodness gracious, an event occurred! Whoa. Yeah. So yeah, I've had fun talking to everyone. It's been
been
fun
fun
building those
talking.
connections.
It's been fun talking. Would be interesting if that ended soon.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. What is Theo
Plot
thinking of
disgusting.
Huh.
No. Theo is insanely jealous of Monique. It's like one of those things. Like, I don't know if I want to be you or like kill you. I can't tell yet. You know.
Can we fight? Maybe wrestle? Maybe hug?
Damn,
What
that's
if
the
we
thing.
made
Like,
out a little bit? I just want to test something.
like, I'm not ruling any romance options out, you know,
Yeah.
but it would be a conversation with
Enemies
that
to
player
lovers.
first
Enemies to
before
lovers.
I did
So
anything.
so what I'm hearing is Theo and Kaya is what I'm hearing.
Enemies to
No.
lovers. Enemies to lovers. Let it happen.
No, the
Kyla.
thing is, the thing with Theo and
Wait,
Kaya is that
wait, Kaya.
like
Oh my god,
it's-
Milo and Theo are Milo. Anyway.
Oh my god.
who knows? It's like I don't know. I tried to play it as much as the joke is on Theo, that he's like, you know, trying to weasel his way to like, you know, see what's going on with Kaya. You know, like don't.
Sorry, I'm so upset.
It's like what are you laughing at? What's happening?
I know what the Theo Jezebel ship name is.
What is
what?
this?
Thespian.
Lesbian. Well done.
I just
Well
love the
done.
Because
done.
he's the god of theatre. But it's thespian with a Z.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the #1 PC shipper. I think they should all kiss.
See, I just love the idea that the Ash and Theo ship name is just AO.
Hey!
AO.
Heyo.
That's it.
That's a good one. That's a good
my
one.
favorite ship names are the ones that are like words.
Mm.
They make me like. Did you know that the ship name for Astarion and Minsk is Vampster?
Why?
Because
'cause the
vampire and
hamster.
hamster. That makes me so happy. Those ship names are my favorite. The ones that are like words and shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
You must have
I
been
live.
big into ABC's Once Upon a Time. Those ship names.
do you know what fandom that I'm not a part of anymore had the most creative ship names? Was fucking My Hero Academia. Those ship
Oh my
names were
God.
so good.
Yeah.
They were
That
good
was-
fucking ship names. I'm trying to have that energy.
Gotcha.
Just with the mention of Once Upon a Time, it's so wild that you bring that up, because I was literally talking to a friend about that show like a week ago, because my character from my Wednesday game, Ajax, is just like aesthetically, not character wise, but aesthetically is just Hook if he was a tiefling, straight up. It was yeah. I'm just like,
I-
why is he so
I
hot?
think-
Oh,
I think
That's
a lot
why.
about his leather pants and how uncomfortable they would be on the ship.
But worth it.
I'm trying to
So worth
find
it.
some of
Sweat
them.
so much. But
The
we
only
worth
one I
it.
remember from Boku no Hero was fucking the villain dude with the hands, and Mirko was Dust Bunny. That's fucking hilarious. Anyways, we move on. I need to stop talking about My Hero Academia and
Wow.
Maine.
Wow, deep cut.
Deep
Oh
cut.
my goodness.
We
Did
need
I-
to
did
step
I-
away from
Shigaraki!
it sometime
There we
and
go.
My Hero Academia.
Shigaraki!
Anyways.
I
Did
recently
I
watched all
say
of that
everybody? Did I mention everybody?
I don't
Mila?
think you said anything about Mila.
show. Mm.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Anyways.
No comment.
Milo? Does anyone want some
no.
Milo? I got it at the back.
Theo thinks. No comment. No. I think Theo would think the world of Mila. You know.
Mhm.
I think his guilt drives a lot of his actions. You know what I mean? And it's like he would do anything, no questions asked, except tell the truth.
Hey! You two should guess.
But yeah, Theo is really cool with Mila. That's all I'll say. Anyway,
Fun
I think
times.
that's it.
I feel like a fun thing every time I like bring up my notebook to like write something down. It's almost like the Life is Strange like
This is
butterfly
gonna have
Yep.
consequences.
thing of like
Yep. This is gonna have
Faye will
What-
remember this.
What I like doing. Oh my god, wait. Oh, here we go. Is every time anyone says anything, I just start going,
Yeah. I literally started doing that last night with someone. It's great. Did Faye and I didn't answer that same question? Do we want to answer that same question?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Hell
what
yeah,
our characters
answer
think
it.
of everyone else?
What do you think? How am I holding up in your estimations? Holding up.
Don't be so modest.
Don't
I
be so
just-
modest.
We
Heard that
could-
message so many
we could-
times.
Alternate a bit, just like to talk about. We can talk about what Jezebel thinks of Ash, Ash thinks of Jezebel, and then we can talk about
And then we can do everyone else.
other
Yeah,
characters.
sure.
Yeah.
Ash is like, I don't want to say afraid is the wrong word 'cause it's not that,
Concerned
but
about-
has like concern. It's just like just a little like, but in the best way. It's like that is just a chaos gremlin, and I don't know what to do with them sometimes. Like they're
Yeah.
great, and I respect them.
Unpredictable.
They're
I'm
such a
so
great
glad she's
friend.
on our side.
But also, yes,
Mm.
correct. It's I'm so glad that we're on good terms and that you would literally like in Ash's mind, it's like, damn, you would be an awful person to piss off. I feel sorry for anyone that gets in your way.
Yeah. I think Jezebel thinks about Ash as like I think she recognizes the like naivety they have and is very like I can't play jokes on this person because that's cruelty. That's just being an asshole. That's
the
not
thing.
fun.
There's this one Drag Race read that's just like, I couldn't read you. It's like reading a Walt Disney book. It's simply too easy.
Damn.
So I think there's that, but also there's like the genuine affection of like, damn, this person is really just that positive. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
We'll find
I
out.
Maybe it's a bit of both.
No,
Suppose
little
we
German
do need
boy.
an optimist. I suppose we need an optimist.
No little German boy.
No little German
Jezebel's just
boy.
absurdist. She's just living. Absurd nihilism.
I love Michael from the Magnus Archive.
Oh my god, the Magnus Archives
He's
again.
coming back. He's coming back. We're circling.
I could talk about it for a long time.
Yeah.
As for everyone else, for Theo, Ash. So Ash had a very like, at first I was like maybe it's like a very complicated relationship, but it's not. It's actually like despite everything that Theo has said about like Kaya and like the plan and everything and like the kind of some of the stuff that's happened so far, Ash, especially right now, just really like feels bad for Theo because Theo's very clearly been through it, and from what Theo's putting out and from what Ash has like read and seen of Theo, like they see that it's a mask. They're like, oh, it's a mask, and it's very much they see that it's this thing of like everyone like has talked about these rumors and everything, and Theo seems to kind of just accepted it of just a fine. You need a villain. I'll play your villain if that makes you happy. But really, he just wants to do the best by people.
The bad guy? I'll be
Yeah.
the bad guy.
It's like you just like it's that thing, and just they're very concerned for Theo, and they care a lot, and just want to make sure that he's doing okay, and he's not. So they just want to help Theo, you know. Theo's going through it, and they just want to help him out.
Fair.
I think
Theo's trying his best.
We have
basically.
such a question for you when you guys wrap. You're going to die.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
I think Jezebel, thinking of Theo, like there's so many rumors that go around Aya, including like the ones about Jezebel, that like Jezebel hearing other rumors are like, all right, that sounds interesting. I don't know if I really know this person enough to be like, yeah, I believe that. So like the sort of rumor of like, oh, Theo murdered someone. It's like, I don't know. Technically we all kind of murder monsters, but let's not get into that, I suppose. And like getting into like, okay, but like whatever.
C'est la vie.
Oh fuck. Okay, you can throw parties and whatever, but if you kill a person, suddenly you're the bad guy.
Suddenly, I'm the bad
Ash be
guy.
like,
Questions.
Kaya be like,
Questions.
Questions.
That is still my favorite Jezebel moment to date. Is that smells like a dead dog? How do you know what a dead dog smells like?
That smells like the inside of a dead dog.
Questions. And I think I clipped it, and the title was Jezebel checks the vintage.
oh god.
Oh.
Anyways, Faye, do you want your question? Oh, wait, you still going? Sorry.
I'm still going.
Go
Thank you.
ahead.
But yeah, I think Jezebel does enjoy Theo's like very joking nature, even if I think she kind of recognizes that it's a mask to something. But she's also like, okay, you don't want to take off a mask.
Let's wear masks
I'm not
together.
gonna ask you to. I'm not gonna. Let's wear masks together.
Masquerade.
It's an understanding of it.
Yeah.
The thespians. Yeah. It comes back
thespians.
around. It comes back around.
Yes. I think for Monique, there's a little bit of a wide berth that Jezebel gives Monique of just like, you feel very authoritative, you have a lot of like you are the oldest of us, and you have like the most going on right now that's very apparent.
Right.
I don't want to get in on your case. I'm not going to give you more than you can handle. Yeah, I just, unless it's just like some harmless little fun, you seem like you're going to get real angry real fast, and that's not fun. I don't want to get into an actual fight. So that's the sort of like birth, but I think she does admire just how like kind of experienced and talented Monique is as like a demigod and like a child of Hephaestus, of like, dude, you just know engineering. Like, you didn't go, I don't think you went to school for it. You were just born knowing electrical engineering. That shit's sick. I can just know where a grape is grown from the moment it tastes my tongue. It's just, we all have our talents.
is the energy of your dad being like, I could build that.
Yeah.
But for real, she could look at anything but I could build that.
I can build that.
Give me 24 hours.
For Ash, the way Ash thinks about Monique is like, Monique gives big kind of mother energy to the group. It's definitely the reluctant
Mother
leader.
is mothering.
Mother is mothering, literally. Like, yeah. Gives big reluctant leader vibes of like it's like since the very beginning it's been that no, I really don't want to be here. Please, no. I don't want and then has been like the very
It's
like
like, sorry,
very
you are the
forced
only one who can drive.
yeah, very yeah,
That's not
very
even
forced
true.
into the
Yeah,
very
it's
very
not.
forced into the limelight of like I don't want to go on this quest. I really don't want to be here. Okay, well, I guess I'll kind of just be here and take a back seat. Oh, this is about my dad. Cool. All right. Well, I'm kind of at the front now. I hate being here. I don't want this. Oh, my dad's dead
What?
and
Whoa.
could have started the fuck. Did you just just yeah, just like start like this whole thing because of my dad could start a fucking huge war and shit. I really just wish I was back at my forge right now. And like just all of that, like Ash like sees that and is just like, you are trying so hard and you are so tired. And yeah. Ash just feels really like has a deep respect for Monique, but also a deep sadness because they see like how tired Monique is, you know? And just after everything they've been through. Because even like looking at the situation now, like Monique is taking this so much better than so many other people would, and has just been like, we've got to keep going. Like
Yeah, and
obviously
it's also like,
we as
I'll give my dad's
players,
murderer a second
yeah,
chance.
we as players saw Monique's moment privately to themselves, but us as characters have not seen Monique break like entirely yet.
Because she's the foundation. She
Because
is the
she's the foundation.
shield.
Yeah, that's literally it. It's like she's the foundation. She's the reluctant leader. Has a deep respect for her and everything she does. Truly.
I love that. Okay, Faye. Assign each
I
of
don't
the
think we did Mila.
Oh, go do Milo.
Okay.
I'll do Mila first. Mila and Ash. The way Ash thinks about Mila has a very deep love for Ash has a very deep love for Mila, and it is the most platonic soulmates way possible. Like literally, it's just like I love you, but in the most platonic way possible. Like they are siblings. It's like, I mean, they're you know they are just you know sisters from different parents. Like that's just it. Like I love their relationship so much. It is the definition of like platonic soulmates. Like truly. They are meant for each other. They make each other better. They support each other through literally everything, and they would struggle without each other. Um I love that. I love that dynamic so much, and they're so sweet. I love them.
I think Mila is a tier not necessarily below Ash, but she's a tier that's like, I can play a trick on this person. I can play a trick on this person. It won't be an intense trick. It won't be like anything that's like mean, but like it'd be fun to do just like a silly little trick. I'm gonna just keep putting feathers in her pockets and see how long it takes her to be like, am I turning into a bird? Like that feels right. That feels good.
Also, yeah,
And
you
like,
just started cutting Milo's hair at random occasions, so like you two,
well,
Yeah.
she
you two have been
asked
running with the
me
bit.
at like a part. I think the thing we said was that she was nervous at one of the parties that I threw, and she came over, and I was like, "Do you want me to cut your hair?" And she was too nervous to say no, so she let me cut her hair, and then I was like, "I don't know how to do this on another person.
You
This is
couldn't even
rough.
do it on yourselves.
I love it.
I can't really do
Love
this
it.
on myself. I feel this might have been a mistake." um, but I think she really likes Mila. Just as like, a very one of those very warm people that you meet is like, oh, I like them. Okay, I'll beat the shit out of anyone who makes fun of you, but yeah, I'm
Mhm.
going to make you think you're turning into a bird. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's all
Oh,
coming
yeah.
together.
It's all coming together.
All right. What's this question you've been just edging on?
Faye, assign each of the PCs to be an avatar of a fear domain from the Magnus archives.
Oh no.
Theo is an avatar of the hunt.
I don't know what that means.
I
Wouldn't
don't
you
either.
like to know, Weather Boy?
It's-
This is just for Fair. This is for no
This
one
is
else
just
but
for
Fair.
me because these are like all different fears that like you are either consumed by or help the fear consume others. An avatar is one who helps consume others, and there's 14 fears and they all have different things. So like the lonely is like the fear of being forgotten, being alone, of like depression. um there's one that's like literally the fear of not being able to trust yourself, your own mind, and being afraid of that. There's a fear of like paranoia of like all your secrets are being known, but like your secrets are actually being known. um all these different things. Theo, I think, would be an avatar of the hunt, partly because of what I think happened on his quest. Because the hunt deals with like hunting, with like tracking things down and getting them. Um, I think that, and the thing, and part of the thing is that it's also kind of avoidant. Is that you are always wanting to hunt, you are never wanting to end the hunt. So like, you're never actually wanting to
Ooh.
catch. You're simply surviving off of the fear of this thing that is being hunted. So like, that's the sort of thing. Um, I think Mila might be an avatar of the the lonely. Possibly, I should pull up a list of the fears. Um, but I think she might be an avatar of the lonely, partly because it is a fear of being like abandoned, partly, but also like, I should look. Um, I think. I think it would be interesting if Monique was an avatar of the flesh, because that's like very like that's body horror and stuff, but I'm thinking body horror and machines because I think that makes the most
Mm.
sense of like, oh yeah, you're a body, but you're a machine, but you're a machine and you're a body, and like sort of blurring that line. Um, I think maybe um I think ooh Oh, I think Ash would be an avatar of the web, which is like the fear of control and being controlled. Of like, everything is actually planned. You have no control in this. So I think an avatar of
Strings
like
of
the
Fate.
web, strings and
Hey,
fate, you're a puppet.
hey,
You're a
hey,
puppet.
Maddie. Remember that? Remember that thing I sent you or
Yeah.
told you about like a week or so
Yeah.
ago? Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can't wait to see if that comes up. Can't wait. I'm
Woohoo!
never gonna sleep again. I'm never gonna sleep again just to
um,
avoid getting that as a dream.
I, you know what? I think maybe Mila might either be an avatar of the end, which is just death and like ending and like the inevitable.
Did you
Um,
say Jezebel?
no, I said Mila. I'm rethinking Mila
Ooh.
because I think she might be just of the inevitable, given like the turn of her luck, and like that could be very easily turned into a like wearing her down. It's inevitable. Give up. That I feel like that would very much,
Faye
it
is a
might turn
prophet.
into Faye's a prophet. um, I feel like that could pretty easily turn into that. But if she were an avatar, it would quite possibly be turned into like, okay, I can keep myself going as long as I can wear other people down, sort of like that. Sort of like inflicting the bad luck on others in order to keep herself from getting to that end, even though it's inevitable. Um, and the one we've all been waiting for. Jezebel is an avatar of the spiral. Not being able to trust your own mind, not being able to understand, being able to
Oh.
even comprehend your perception. Oh yeah, baby. Gaslight, girl boss, dig deep.
Good. Okay, we'll make this the last question because we have gone longer than any of these have gone.
Oh no.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, don't worry. Would Theo be happy if his dad finally answered?
Oh.
No comment.
Theo would think that would make him happy.
Ooh.
But he might not like the answer he gets.
Yeah. It's like, it's one thing, you know, where you're just like talking shit to a brick wall and then the brick wall moves. Oh, wait. Hold on. What?
Oh shit.
I think that he would want it to there to be an answer. But Justin thinks that. I don't know if he would like the answer. I don't think he would take too kindly to what Hermes said. Justin thinks that, but we'll see what he says if he ever answers.
If he ever does. Alrighty, I think we will call this to an end here. We will Villains, Dungeons and Demigods AU one-shot when. That would be fun.
Could do a charity game. That could be very
We could. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us and answering our questions. We will see you guys Thursday for session 6 of Dungeons and Demigods. We're in Italy, but also before that, ruh-roh.
I love that I'm the only one that's not affected by whatever this
I
is.
would like to. I keep on forgetting to message. I'd like to argue that I should have advantage on wisdom saving throws, given that I'm a child of the god of madness.
I was also thinking the same thing, but I was gonna wait until the game. More so that, like, I don't know if I'd give you advantage. I think it would just affect you differently.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm still deciding. I think either way, it would affect you differently.
You have a cunning plan.
I have a cunning plan. It may or may not involve Jezebel. Who knows? We shall see.
Ooh.
Anyways, thank you for joining us. Be sure to donate to the GoFundMe for Anus family. It's an incredible cause if you want to help a family directly escape Warzone and get medical help. Thank you so much to everyone who donated. I said thank you as it went, but I think just in this 2 hours alone we raised nearly $700, so that's incredible.
Nice.
Thank you so much, you guys.
That's crazy.
Insane. We will see you on Thursday. Join the Discord. Listen to the playlist. Subscribe to us on Patreon and watch the one-shots.
Listen to the Magnus Archives. I don't know.
We'll see you next time. Bye!